Hey guys, Dr. Sable here. Okay, so we're gonna go through, I'm gonna start posting more videos once a week, so follow along if you wanna see those. We're gonna go through the different types of bites today, okay? So when you look at the bite, what you wanna do is, orthodontists are looking at the first molar here, that one with a bigger bracket, and then we're also looking at the canine here, okay? So what we do is, when we're classifying a bite, it's looking at the position basically forward and backward, so like front to back. So how your top teeth are in relation to your lower teeth, okay? So there are technically 4 classes, but we'll go through the 3 and then I'll explain what the 4th one is. Okay, so number 1 is the correct one. That's the one we strive for with braces in most cases, okay? So you always want your lower teeth to be ahead of your top teeth. So what that means is you want the lower teeth to be closer to the lip than the top teeth, okay? So when we're looking at this one, you can see here, the lower first molar is right behind the premolar and right in front of the second molar. And when I close this bite, you see how the front part right here is in between the first premolar and the first molar for the upper teeth. So that is what a class 1 bite is. So it's occluding means bite, on the first premolar and the first molar, okay? And then if you want to also go up and look at the canines, that's something we look at. But this is a canine, this is a canine. They're the vampire teeth, okay? So when you look at them, you can check and see if the lower canine right here is in front of the top canine. So that means that the top canine is going to sit in between the lower canine and the lower first premolar, okay? Okay, so let's go on to class 2. So class 2 can present itself a lot of different ways. Okay, class 2 can present itself a lot of different ways. If you have an overbite, if you have a lot of overjet, like this, so the space in between the top and bottom teeth, usually that's when you'll see class 2, but it can look a lot of different ways. So class 2 means that your lower teeth are behind your top teeth, meaning they're far back. So when you look at your first molar here, this is a class 1 bite, okay? Class 2 is when the lower tooth is behind the top teeth. So you see how this first molar is touching the first molar and the second molar at the top? Class 1 is touching the premolar and the first molar. Class 2, it's touching the 2 molars and it's behind these teeth. So in that case, what we do, we have you wear rubber bands. Sometimes we need to take out teeth, because what that does is it pulls the molar forward and gets us back to where we need to be. If you look at the canine as well, you can see the top canine in a class 2 is ahead of the lower canine, like that. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, then let's do class 3. A lot of times that is if you have an underbite, maybe an open bite. Maybe you don't even have an open bite, but this is what it looks like. A class 3 bite is also the least ideal, meaning that if you're chewing, it's the hardest to chew. It can have the most side effects, okay? So a class 3 bite is when the molar is ahead of the top molar too much. So basically it's just too far forward. So I'm trying to push this as far as I can. Basically, the lower molar is too far forward, and if you look here, the lower canine is too far forward, okay? I'm trying to show you a little bit better. It's hard with this model. So it's just too far forward where it may not even touch the upper first molar. It touches only 2 premolars, okay? In this case, when you do rubber bands, maybe you take out teeth, things like that, to get the bite corrected, okay? And class 4 is basically just if you're missing a molar, you can't really classify it technically, okay? So those are all the bites. If you have questions, let me know, and I'm gonna post a weekly video. This is Braces by Sable. Have a good day.